a song, she said that we ought to be thankful, you know. And those words, we ought to be thankful for a lot of things. Thankful for life, thankful for the food we eat, thankful, you know, the list goes on and on. You know, thanking him for his mercies and his kindness and all of that, you know. We must give praise and thanks because he alone is worthy of the highest praise. So we must always give God what's due to him, his praises. We must be thankful. All right, joining us here this afternoon, as I mentioned, we got young lady Tara, and she's got J Kid, who's, well, you know, her partner in terms of the music field. You know, well, of course, they grew up in the Valley area together, and they know each other pretty well, and he supports her in her field in terms of what she's doing musically, and he also supports him as well. So, you know, they're here to support each other, and that's what it's all about, you know what I mean? And they've done some tracks together before. So, you know, young people aspiring to be what they are. And both of them are ambassadors for Christ. You know, so young ambassadors, so to speak. And I must say that I truly admire what they're doing. You know, heeding the call, spreading the message to one and all, far and near. Message of the gospel, you know. All right. With that said, I think it's time for me to just say good afternoon to these fine folks here in studios with me, and find out exactly how they're doing and what's going on with them. You know what I'm saying? Yes. First of all, let me say good afternoon to you, Tara. How you doing this afternoon, girl?
Good afternoon. I'm doing fine.
You sure?
Yes.
And J Kid?
Yes, brother, good afternoon.
Everything fine with you?
Everything cool, man. Giving God thanks and praise, you know.
All right. So, Tara, what brings you here this afternoon?
Well, I came to release my new track. It's an Afrobeat, and the name of the track is Higher Level.
The name of it is what?
Higher Level.
Ah, Higher Level. All
Yes.
right. And tell us, where did you record it and stuff like that?
I did it at Justin Studio, the Farm Studio.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
You're taking it to another level, a
Yes,
higher level.
a higher level in God.
Now, you've released quite a bit of songs before.
Yes.
And one of them that I love quite a bit, Thankful.
Yes.
I like that song.
Mm-hmm.
And quite some other songs as well.
Uh-huh.
But let me ask you though, in terms of response from the listening public and so, what are they telling you in terms of your songs?
Well, so far I heard a lot of positive stuff, like keep going and your music is good. I love your music and stuff like that. I'm not hearing anything negative so far, so thank God for that. People been pushing me and, telling me keep doing it, you sound good.
But how you got into it, by the way, though?
Well, I used to sing in church when I was a child and stuff like that. And then that's where I kicked it off from in church, we was brought up in Church of God Holiness, and there where we did reciting and stuff. Then, other churches I used to sing, but just do like a rendition and testify, and that's where I started out. And then I started out with James Brooks. He was the one that took me to the studio.
So when you got your calling now, because
I got my calling around 2 years ago. Yeah, they did a lot of praying for me and stuff, and then it just came forth because I was a bit shy. So I did deep prayers and deliverance from prayer groups, and that's how I came forth. I'm not shy anymore, I'm brave now.
And are you steadfast now?
Yeah. Yeah.
So you wouldn't be caught up in all the glitter and the glamour of the world?
Not anymore.
No. Well, as a young person though, what would you want to say to young people like yourself out there who, in terms of the kind of life to live really?
Yeah, well, I would say, a Christian life, living a Christian life is the best life. You're not going to be perfect. you will have a little setbacks now and again, and
Temptation?
yeah, temptations. You have all those kind of stuff. To tempt you to go back to the world. But it's the company that you keep. If you're a Christian, stay keep with Christian friends. Have a Christian group that you keep with, and try not to keep with people of the world that's gonna ask you to go places with them.
Do you speak to the young people in particularly? Do you go around sometimes administering, talking a little bit?
Not really. But I minister to some youths already at a church. They asked me to sing. I did thankful at a church. It was a youth Sunday. I went and I minister and I talked to them and I sang the song.
Well, what I was looking for really in terms of encouragement
Yeah.
that you would have wanted to, pass on to the younger generation,
Well, I would